first video of the new YouTube channel. Um, Heads up, my cat's going to join us very, very soon, and probably the dog, because once I start talking, they both want to be part of the action. But you can please, call me Aremia. Refer to me as Aremia. Since 2017, give or take, that's the name I've been using the most with my online work and my spiritual endeavors, especially with regards to astral work and things like that. I'm mostly known through those circles as Aremia. Sorry, I'm being poked to give you my titles, and I'm not game to do that publicly. Not yet. Please stop. um. So yeah, this channel is going to be a mixture of these sorts of conversations, these face-to-face conversations, and me reading from my books. Now, straight away, I can see some of you going, she's written books, red flags. No, no. Um, the books that I have written are philosophical based, but understand that I did spend time at university studying education. And with education and the degree that I did, there was a very heavy emphasis on psychology and sociology. So when I'm writing, even philosophically, about psychological and sociological, like human interaction, learning behavior, how we work, things like that, please understand that it has come from a background of tertiary level high grade study. That said, you probably noticed the caravan behind me. I live extremely, extremely humbly out here. I'm completely off grid, completely self sufficient as much as I can be. Or at least this is part of the journey that I will be recording with you. Me turning this random nowhere block into a, for lack of a better term, and that's literally lack of a better term, a Zen oasis. Um, Zen isn't quite the word for it, but yeah, the English language doesn't really come with one that I can use. So I'm going to have to borrow from that one. Anyway, This channel is about me sharing. It is about me sharing my experiences. It is about sharing, yes, the writing. But I've always wanted to. Some of these texts that I've written are decades old. Decades old. I've been active on the spiritual plane for almost 30 years. Okay, before it was cool, before there was YouTube, before there was internet. I grew up in northern suburbs of Perth City, and we didn't have the resources that you have now. It's a completely different spectrum. Everything I am and everything I do spiritually is taught to me by the guardians and guides. I had no book to refer to. There were grimoires in existence, but I didn't know where to look. I didn't even realize that I was psychic until I was in my 20s. And even then, the internet wasn't really my best friend because I wasn't the most techy type. So, for the record, I am very fast approaching 40. I have been active since I was a child, spiritually and psycho-spiritually and all of that. The very first channel writing that I did was 12 years ago. And that happened shortly after I discovered the book series for the Celestine prophecies. So you'll see evidence of those themes through my work, but please realize that reading the Celestine prophecies was mostly about joining dots. Most of the spiritual books and texts that I have read in the past 15 or so years have mostly been about checking boxes and joining dots. That said, a lot of the writing that I do isn't fully original in the sense that, sorry, I have to be very careful with my words. As a scribe of the Akashic records, I have access to things that humanity has lost, and it's part of my mission here is to restore that, restore the lost teachings, revive lost religions, and that's a big part of this channel. There is a religion that I have been tasked to revive, and a lot of the writings and teachings that I will be sharing with you come from that perspective. They're things that humanity had but have lost. Even when we come to the psychological, sociological stuff, that's the backbone. Um, in the end, this is mostly about reviving what is lost. My prime directive is to remind humanity that they're human. It's to teach people how to be human, what it means to be human, how important it is that we retain our humanity. And that's a lot of what's going to be happening on these channels, this channel. So I'm going to be sharing with you the philosophical writings. And the reason this channel is called Alchemical Phoenix is because of those spiritual writings. You'll understand when I start to explain what they are and how they fit into the puzzle. So that's one aspect, is sharing those writings. The second aspect is going to be this religion that I have been tasked to present to humanity at this time. Mostly because it is like old Japanese, Chinese. I'm a shocker. It's a groupism. It is a groupism sort of religion. There's a strong emphasis on individual development in service to the group, and with everything going on in the world, all the selfishness, all the greed, all of the corruption, it is time. It is time. The time has come to bring this religion forward again. The difficulty I have with that is I'm learning from two different entities. One has that Japanese Orient, Asian Oriental background, and the other is firmly, solidly Greek. And he's very bored about it. So at the moment, it's a bit of a mess because there are terms and concepts that have been labeled with very Japanese sounding words, and then there are names and places which are very strongly Greek. So at the moment, I'm still struggling to meld the two completely different perspectives back into place. But that's part of this journey. This is part of getting it to you. I wasn't planning to do this YouTube channel just yet. I wanted to solidify things. But no, apparently the time is now. The start of the new year. My own changes, my own personal changes. I'm finally on my own land, living in my own caravans. I still work full time, don't get me wrong. I will for a while now. But it's humble. It's humble. It's a way. It's, yeah, I can now focus on the aesthetics in my life and get my spiritual body active again. I had to really shut that down for in recent years, and I'm looking forward. I'm keen to get back to it. I'm keen to get back into the magical systems and the psychicisms and start helping people now that I'm healing and now that I'm back in a place of solidity. So yeah, I guess that's a bit of an introduction to the channel. I'm going to have to stop because the sun's about to be in my eyes. I'm glad the cat didn't jump up. I really thought he would. Same with the dog. But anyway, have a lovely day, everybody. Please subscribe and share with those people in your spiritual circles. This is going to be quite the journey, quite the ride. And I'm really looking forward to having you all along with me. Have a lovely day, everyone, and until next time.